So I guess this is it.
Ground zero for the number one toy podcast in the whole land.
And today is, what's today's date?
October 10-ish,
10ish, I believe so.
2021, the year of our Lord.
We got it, yeah. It's 10:20 on Sunday, October 10th. And, yeah, little intro.
This is Toy Boy Podcast Live.
Yeah.
Number one, episode 1, ground zero for the number one toy podcast in all the world. Can you believe we're here, Mike? We've talked about this 4 months.
Already number one with the
Not
bullet.
4 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, but for months.
Yeah.
Long.
The beginning of the pandemic, I would say.
Yeah, probably. If not, possibly longer. It was uttered, but now we're talking. We really have been talking about it for a while, and it's go time.
It is go time.
And we're here, and we're going to add a little mission statement right here at the top.
So yeah, we will say it's going to be a little bit rough. We're learning all kinds of equipment.
We don't know shit about podcasts, other than we've heard them.
You're going to hear some kids in the back that are full of pizza.
And video games.
Yeah, so.
And Nerf guns, Nerf darts.
It's a toy podcast. You got to hear some wildness.
We're fathers.
Fajas.
We're out of hand.
Fathers
They're out of hand.
Yeah. So, yeah, your mission statement here. I guess we're
just bringing toy talk to toy boys that are toy boys like us. And toy boys is like, if you remember Shawn Michaels from wrestling, I'm not your toy boy.
Yeah.
That's our mission statement.
So think of that. Yeah. I'm not your toy boy.
But we are your toy boys.
Yeah. Boys with the
in essence.
So I guess we would go back. So we started talking about this pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
And had big ideas in the world just.
It really shit out on us. It petered out, some would say. And we didn't get to do it like we wanted to. And then, everything sort of opened back up. I know with me personally, and I know Mike's worked a lot during the pandemic, and it's put different strains on different work types and stuff. I know we've just been so covered up at work. And I come to the point where it's like, all right, let's just fucking, all the shit I want to do, I'm just doing it. So let's do it. And that's part of why we're starting here and doing this now. And I know Mike's probably in a similar boat.
And the world shutting down either made toys really fucking easy to find or really expensive. Yeah,
I bought some shit that I paid way too much for, and I sold some shit that I can't believe I got that for it on eBay during the whole thing. Glad to have made some money. Hate that I spent too much.
Yeah. It gave me more time to look at stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's been great having free time. I mean, and, I hate that I've not went to concerts and things, but and various other things that you go out and do out in life, but it has been nice getting my time at home. But, that's hopefully getting behind us more so rather than less so. And we're just trying to bring some toy talk to some toy people that likes toys like we do.
Yeah, especially here, because I feel like,
we're in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Yeah. Literally right now. We're
the coalfields of eastern Kentucky, the deepest part, the part where it's like, there's people still living there. That's where we're at.
The best part about where we are right now, it's like less than a mile is a racetrack, and less than 2.5 is pizza roll.
Yep.
So, it's...
we got dirt track racing, pizza rolls.
And a bunch of toys.
Some boxing clinics, you name it, we got it.
Got
all things that are good.
The big boy toys. We got them all. So the mission statement, I guess, would be Shawn Michaels, I'm not your boy toy, and we...
pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls, yeah. We really wanted people to understand that, I would say, man, I spend a good amount of my day looking at action figures.
Oh, I do too. Well, obviously, we both collect, but I spend a lot of time on eBay.
Yeah.
I check my big bad toy store, see what I owe them, pretty regular, see what new arrivals are coming out. I spend a good time on Instagram looking at toy news and stuff that might be coming out or is coming out or shit we wish was coming out even.
And with Instagram, you've got people trading shit.
Oh, yeah. Buy, sell, and trade's big on there, and I'm caught up in that. I've done some selling on there. I've done a whole lot of buying on there.
Yeah. And
Continue. I hope to do more.
And now Twitter's got this like hashtag, man, so that collectors helping collectors, that like those dudes are literally just fucking killing the scalper game. It's awesome. Like they're like,
I'm new to Twitter, but I've been enjoying the hell out of it.
It's cool, man.
I've been posting some toy pics on there. I've been mainly just following the ins and outs of the wrestling business on there, but I do like it as a social media platform. I'm kind of bummed out that I've used Facebook so regularly for so long and not been on Twitter. I like the format and layout way better, and wrestling is on there.
Oh,
I
dude,
love wrestling. Yeah, it's that's like the number one social media for wrestling.
Twitter.
I'm loving it, man.
That rules.
Really,
because most of the wrestlers would have their own Twitter.
and they fuck with each other on there. It's
that's awesome.
Man.
Yeah,
they burn
rules.
each other down and shit. It's
I'm all about that shit.
It's
That's
killer.
awesome. I really like the fact that like Wendy's and stuff like that kind of give people hell back as.
Oh
their
yeah.
Twitter
No,
that's neat.
it's like real life social media. Whereas Instagram sometimes feels very fake and plastic, and Facebook just seems political.
My algorithm is either fat asses or toys. So I love Twitter.
And
it's the
there's
shit.
no other things I like besides music.
Fat asses and toys.
But everybody like music.
yeah. So that's the mission.
That's our
statement.
mission statement. Just real quick, super quick, we do want to thank our good buddy Eric. He's the one getting us started here, letting us borrow his equipment and whatever the fuck all this technical shit is that you need to make a podcast go. He's the one that's helped us.
He's got all kinds of projects and hands on the fire. The one I can think, Eric's House, is the new TikTok and stuff.
Yeah. Eric's House on TikTok, on a lot of stuff. He's Eric Silas King. We'll give him a little shout out here. He's the one that helped us borrow all this technological equipment here to get us going, and we appreciate the hell out of him. And he's a hell of a guy.
Get on that TikTok. And
get on his TikTok. He's viral as hell.
Yeah, he knows how to fucking get people involved.
There's videos. He's like, man, check this out. It's got 100,000 viewers, and I watch it. I'm like, I don't get any of this. He's like, oh, people love it down in Miami and things. So good for Eric, and we love him, and we appreciate him. But one thing we was going to start off at the top of the thing here. We just recently, Mike, if you want to give him a little background, and you're one of the admins on the Facebook toy group, if you want to just...
Another pandemic situation.
Yeah, tell them about the toy group here.
I guess around the beginning of the pandemic last year, I recently moved from Kentucky to Virginia and met some friends over there that also collected toys, and I've always been a part of VHS groups, and they kind of always hit or miss, any kind of group on Facebook. Man, it could be a fucking weed eater Facebook group, and it's like hit or fucking miss, Are they cool people or are they not? So we were like, well, let's start a toy page of all the people that we know, and from there, maybe they'll add people and shit. And it mainly, man, was us being like, who's got fucking shit for trade?
Yeah.
Like, I know somebody's going to want what I got. So,
well, I know there's people been added from all over, and just regional Appalachia, which is quite the an area and coverage. And there's people on there. It's like, I would have never met them otherwise had they not been on that.
Yeah.
So it's been a cool ass thing, man. I've been loving it.
I guess, somebody told me that we were at we're almost at 400.
Well, yeah, there's 300 and something. I can't remember. It changes regularly, but
yeah, it's kind of really working out.
It's taken off, as they say. Yeah, it's been awesome. I've you and Mitch, the admins, I've been on there pretty early on, and I try to post a lot. That's actually one of my. I don't post on every day, but it's one of my highlights of my day. I try to post toy pictures or just shit I've got recently, and it's been a highlight of my life. I enjoyed the toy group. It's nice. Some of the other toy groups I'm in on Facebook seem very impersonal. People from all people posting from New Jersey, this, that, and the other, and it's like, we both collect toys. We don't have nothing in common, but some other people, it's like, yeah, we probably both grew up in a trailer,
Yeah, I like that. I like that, man. It's weird, too, because, man, it'll be a lot of people. It's like, I moved here and didn't know that there was a lot of people, or they go to Brian's, like Cavalier
Yeah.
Comics. You know, they go to Brian's and they're like, man, he said that there's some people
A toy group, yeah.
yeah.
Or another thing too, I thought was cool, which seems to be very much a minority group in it, is people that are from here but now have lived remotely for very long or for some time. And I can't remember the exact places, but there's a few people I knew who lived. Maybe there's someone in Las Vegas on there.
That's from Virginia or Johnson City.
Yeah.
Isaiah Engel, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And there was maybe another person that had moved much further west coast. And it's cool that they're like, yeah, that's where I'm from, but we're a whole different other thing out here, you know, so let me know. And that's what's cool is they was like, the Walmarts and Targets are hitting different out here, you know, so if you need something, let me know and I will.
Oh, yeah, dude. So that rules.
That's what's cool about it. Also, and there's also the coolness of the other perspective of toy collecting looks different probably in a more suburban and urban setting than it does in a rural one. I know because we don't even have a Target locally.
I couldn't imagine what our
within an hour and a half.
Our Norton locations like stuff looks like compared to Las Vegas's Walmart getting stocked. You know, I'd say it's a million times different.
1, 2 here in Whitesburg, we're still one of the small Walmarts, which is not a super center. Which, depending on where you're might not even know what the hell we're talking about, but it's a Walmart that is the size of maybe a big Family Dollar.
It's like a big Dollar Tree.
How small it is, but it's just what we've always had, and there's several still in our region. I don't know how far people are going to hear this, but away from here, it's like you never see anything like that. It's always a super center that's in the middle
or a fucking
of
Walmart grocery store.
Oh, yeah, the Walmart grocery. That's still weird to me when I go out and see that.
Because we've went to try to go to a Walmart to look for toys and pulled up at one that's just groceries. But that's definitely away from here.
But one of the cool things about the toy group we were going to talk about was we recently had our very first, I guess, what we figured out would be probably about quarterly toy group meetup.
And that was like a year anniversary, really.
Yeah, it was a year anniversary, but I know I mentioned it, and I think I heard other people say it when we were at it, was that we're going to try to do it about quarterly every 2 to 3 months.
And that would be a thing for people to be involved in who listen to this is Facebook. You know, some people don't mess with it, but literally, I mean, you told me that's one of the main reasons you even check it.
And you posted the other day, and I thought it's funny because it really is my main reason for getting on Facebook was to get on the toy page. And you said the only reason to get on Facebook was Appalachian Toy Collectors. And that's, I do post on there for work a bit, but really if I'm scrolling around and looking around and trying to interact with people, I am on the toy group, and that's what's awesome. So we just had our first
meetup
after a year, right?
Yeah, straight up, it was pretty much a year to the day almost.
Yeah, so we all got together at we'll give him a plug here, Mr. Todd Kyle. And if you want to plug his I'm not
so Todd. Let me look him up.
He does several cool things that we do want to plug.
He's got hands on tons of fires.
Yeah, a lot of irons in the fires. He did make us. I know he makes T-shirts. If you want to, I'll talk a little bit while you look up his thing. He made us some really cool Appalachian toy collector T-shirts, and I know he makes T-shirts for people as a form of income. So we definitely want to holler out him.
Yeah, he's got a website now too. It's so this one is for some T-shirts he comes up with and designs, and some supplies of stuff like hats, stickers, stuff like that. But it's called Resurgence Inc. And this one kind of reminds me of kind of like Sketchy Tank style T-shirts. Like he done a cool one with like a snake holding another hand, and it says "Trust No One." So he's doing some
cool,
that
stuff. Yeah.
He's doing some cool designs, but he also just does any kind of thing, man. He'll print and make anything. He's super
I know the
cool.
other day he said whatever you need on a T-shirt he can make. So we want to shout out Todd there because he's been in the toy group about as long as we've had as it's been around.
Yeah, solid dude
and nice. I mean, he hosted us the other day. Opened his home and lands.
What we say? 10
us.
people. 10 people showed up.
Yeah, no, I think it's 12.
12. That's awesome.
I think I counted 12, and that was awesome. I know we've got quite a bit more than that on the group, but that was cool.
We have people kind of travel.
Yeah. Well, we
You did.
Yeah. I drove roughly an hour.
Yeah.
And I brought somebody from here with me, and also our friend Ethan came. He drove almost an hour to meet us to drive another hour that way. So
Yeah.
that was cool. And everybody had their toys set up, man. It looked like a little rummage sale of toys, man. It was awesome.
Top notch. It was everything from Masters to TMNT. What, you picked up that Vader that is real sick.
I got a vintage Star Wars Darth Vader that was, when I first seen it laying there, I thought, man, that's some sort of reproduction. I didn't know they had, like, some sort of, when they go back and make old lines, and he was like, no, man, that's original. And it was all original, and it looked, I mean, I've never seen one look so clean. And the only thing was the lightsaber had a little bend in the tip.
But not broken.
It wasn't broken, and it wasn't even so bent that you were like, oh, man, it looks awful. It's like, that's a little off, isn't it?
Yeah, because they break.
And it was original, and, it's cool. I got to trade for it rather than pay my hard-earned dollars, So, I got some cool stuff at that. I came home feeling real good. I feel like everybody got some good trades, and I think I sold a thing or two. I bought a thing or two. I mean, I feel like everybody traded some and sold some. It was nice, man. It was a good time. The weather wasn't bad. We cooked out, and we're going to do it again. I guess probably.
It might be a little colder.
Spring hits
let's do spring.
Something,
Yeah.
I had a great time, and definitely looking forward to the next one. I've been enjoying the toy group.
So Facebook, it's Appalachian Toy Collectors. There's two groups. There's one that is ours, and it's a Horde logo, like Masters of the Universe She-Ra Horde logo for Hordak. But it says Appalachian Toy Collectors, and that's the page that we run. And if you mess with Facebook, get on there. I mean, and there's really, the only negativity I've ever seen on the page is literally bitching about, like, Loot Crate not shipping a box, or
there was one guy one time.
One guy.
But he got ran out of town with pitchforks, so it's all right.
Within 30 minutes, so.
And, I don't know what was up with that. It was like, when you're out at the grocery store just getting groceries, and there was a guy on drugs real bad that was ranting and raving. It's like, what's he doing here? We're just trying to buy groceries. And then there's this guy being crazy. It was sort of like that, but I do believe, I'm not an admin, he's gone.
Yeah, he brought a knife to a Transformers fight, and he didn't fucking win.
And now he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
But yeah, it's been super chill the whole time. Everybody's just posting what they got, and posting what they got sometimes for sale or trade, or just asking questions. If in your area, have you seen this figure, that figure? It's a lot, like you said, collectors helping collectors, death to scalpers type thing.
Yeah, because that's really bad.
Yeah, scalping, man. Woo!
90% of the things that I really want that I don't have are just because scalpers have took them.
Yeah, we don't love scalpers by no means.
So that's us. I guess we should say who we are, because we did an intro of toys.
Let's do an intro. Who are we?
Yeah.
If you notice on the notes, I'd wrote that much further down and then arrowed it back up before we got into the other part.
Took us back down.
So first podcast, give us a minute with this. We want to do it good, and we're trying to do it good.
And we've never done any of this stuff. Nothing.
Mike and I both have a history in radio.
Well,
which is much different.
They had that. They had it ready for us.
Yeah, they had it ready for us. They were very heavy on the emphasis of which buttons to push and when.
Yeah.
And make sure you play the wasn't advertisements. What were they called? Underwriters.
Got to
play the underwriters.
We should get some underwriters.
Anybody out there, if you want to be an underwriter, the Toy Boys podcast.
We should just do places that are closed
and
down.
Cash and toys.
We should do places that are closed down around here. Magic Dog, the ammo shop, like
Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart. Oh, dude, yeah. Killer Kmart's though coming this
Mike,
year.
Go ahead and give us a little introduction to you.
All right.
Who you are, your age, how long you've been collecting, what you collect, this, that.
I guess the first toy that kind of got it going or something.
Yeah. Tell us what's up with you, man.
So born and raised. So I was born in Whitesburg. I was raised in McRoberts, Kentucky, which is...
We don't hold that against you.
Was that 20 minutes, if you know where you're at, from Whitesburg, is
13
McRoberts.
miles, 20 minutes. Roughly,
it's not bad. And so I raised up there, and I come from a family of collectors, people that love useless junk. My dad would buy cigarette machines and not fill them with cigarettes or signs for barbecue shops and not own a barbecue store. Like, we love buying random shit. But I got into toys because my older sibling loved action figures and had a bunch of He-Man, you know? And this was like when you went to stay all night with your siblings because, like, your parents were fucking sick of you, or your older sibling was more chill and you could hang out. So that's kind of what we did there. And I would go and we would rent fucking, you know, movies from, at that point, Showtime Video. 5 movies, 5 nights.
Showtime Video.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah, dude. 5 movies, 5 nights, $5. And I'd get a bunch of He-Man, and I was like, this shit's crazy.
Did you get the live action or a bunch of cartoons?
It was cartoon. Okay. Live action blew my shit apart later. But I was like, it was those volumes, so it'd be like volume 3.
Yeah, it'd be several episodes on a tape.
And it'd be like a big clamshell, and I remember renting some She-Ras and He-Mans, and they had Garbage Pail Kids on VHS, so it was like,
no, they had the hits. I remember
classic fucking movies. And so I found He-Man on VHS and told my older sibling, like, this is fucking nuts. Like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen. And they were like, well, check these toys out I have. And then it was just fucking fire set off. Yeah. And from there, man, I just started.
Planted the seed of.
And I was into Kiss. And, like, I mean, you got Kiss toys up here. It's like.
Kiss, yeah.
So it was like, and Kiss toys at that point was fucking accessible. Mm-hmm. Spencer's is like Psycho Circus. Here you go. Like every fucking thing. So like for Christmas and shit, I'd get that stuff. And well, I guess you could say we had Sword in the Stone. You know, I would buy toys from there. And Page 3 when it was fucking cool. Man. Yeah, Shannon fucking rules.
Triple OG.
Dude hooked me up with so many good shit.
He also, you said Page 3 too. Yeah. When I first met Shannon, he was the manager at Page 3. And when eventually came to Whitesburg and opened his own place.
Yeah, it was cool when he worked there.
Yeah. Not to derail you.
Not to yeah.
Shout outs.
But yeah, and that's connections, because those dudes like straight up would connect, being like, oh, I was from here and knew you when you were younger. You bought this shit. But like, so I got into that and just started like, well, you know, your parents give you a little bit of money. Where you buy toys?
Allowance.
Yeah, allowance. I'd buy, you know, Masters of the Universe 2000X. That's the first kind of.
Yeah, I remember when that hit in the stores. I was like, oh, that's like the He-Man toys I had, but those look more modern.
Yeah,
awesome.
His torso's smaller.
Yeah.
They gave him jungle paint. But yeah, so that's what started it for me. I'd just buy a bunch of shit, and I was kind of on card, man, for years. And Loose came to me from like yard, you know, we're yard sale people.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Yard sale in Eastern Kentucky. We love a good yard sale, man.
So most of my shit came from there. So Mikie Burke, yard sale man. There you go. What about you? What was your big toy that blew the shit off?
Well, obviously, you had toys as a child, you know, like we all did. But I like you, long line of collectors. My mom and dad both. And if you look back through my family tree, everybody was I like to say hoarder, even though that word's taken on a. Yeah. Since the TV show has taken on a negative approach, but my mom just doesn't throw anything away and loves to buy stuff. And then my dad died when I was young, but always just, and I'm still living with the remnants of it as I live on his property now.
You still find stuff?
Yeah, I still find stuff, and there's still cars way out on the edge of the property and just old sleeper cabs from semis. But he was, you know, just... well, I could buy that for $40, clean it up, repaint it, and sell it for $140. You know, and then
you'd make your money back.
His thing, you know. Yeah. And then too, just loving the art form of.
Oh yeah.
It's wasted on me because I'm not a car guy or a truck guy or anything, but you know, he really enjoyed the look of trucks and cars and refurbishing them and redoing them and all that, and it's wasted on me because I'm more into toys and guitars and things. But yeah, so collected toys my whole life. Sometime late teens, early 20s. At this point, I obviously wasn't playing with my toys from my childhood, but be at mom's, you know, and find one in an old shoebox full of junk. And be like, man, that's cool. I should put it on a shelf. And through most of my early 20s there, be like, I'd just be over at mom's and be like, Mom be, you know, digging out a bunch of shit back. You don't live here no more. I'm throwing all this shit away. Get whatever you want out of it, and the rest of it's going in the trash. And I'd be like, well, you can't throw that Spawn toy away. That's badass as hell.
Yeah.
So I would take it with me, and wherever I was living at the time, which, you know, my early 20s wasn't no lavish luxury living, I would always, no matter where I was at, I'd have a small shelf or two just somewhere in a little part of the house. It was like my toys or just cool stuff. It wasn't always toys, but there's always some toys on it. Just a cool little picture, a trinket I'd got somewhere, an old pipe that belonged to my uncle. I'm a collector in all respects, but toys have really taken over my life. But at some point, probably mid-20s, late 20s, I'm 34 now. At some point, I was like, oh, there's people that collects toys. I've got some toys, and I got some more at Mom's, and I would be willing to buy toys. When I see this shit on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff, people got these whole rooms. I was like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And now we're currently sitting in my toy room, which is not very big, but wall-to-wall toys.
It's a museum.
Yeah, and I've got stuff from, grew up a lot of hand-me-down toys. I'm not necessarily the age group for Thundercats. Got a shit ton of Thundercats. Not necessarily the age group of He-Man and the hot era of WWF, but all that stuff, it's all hand-me-down from older cousins and yard sales and things that I just thought was so cool. But I'm also right now really getting into getting a lot of 90s lines, which is more my age group.
Yeah.
Toxic Avengers, Ninja Turtles. I'm wanting to get into a few more obscure toy lines right now. Skeleton Warriors, is that what it is?
Yeah. You're going to go. Was Food Fighters, is that 80s?
That's late 80s.
Late 80s,
I could be wrong. That was never one that really grabbed me. Another one is Garbage Pail Kids.
I love them.
Garbage Pail.
The weird little fuckers you've been getting. Yeah, they're weird.
Had some drinks got behind here. But yeah, just Spawn, a lot of other random 90s stuff.
Trash Can Gang?
Trash Bag Bunch. Yeah,
Trash
Bag Bunch I loved as a kid, and I just forgot all about them, and I got into toy collecting a few years, and now I'm really trying to get them. So yeah, just trying to get a lot of random 90s stuff. I'm rambling on a little bit about it, but yeah.
But all that shit's coming back.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
I mean, behind you is the new Ghostbusters toys, and dude, they're fucking killer.
It's the same damn card from back in the day. I love that shit.
And there's no way I could afford that on an OG.
Oh yeah, the original. Yeah, it's
like the new TMNT. It's sick to be able to have them on card and not spend $500.
Yeah, I got 3 of them sitting right behind you. Yeah. Still looking for the Mikie, but yeah. It's the card art and everything, and that's the thing with the Ghostbusters when those came out peak pandemic.
Yeah.
And my one friend, Mr. M.K. Amberger, he's actually my personal attorney, and I appreciate him for all he does for me. It was one of those things where he and I both, the beginning of the pandemic, we were all like, well, probably shouldn't go outside my house. We were more scared of it because the science hadn't led up to be more.
Yeah, we didn't understand.
We didn't know, and the science was to the point where it's like, I'm scared to go out of my house. But, we were taking alternate trips. We're going every 2 weeks to the grocery store and get supplies. And he was on the opposite schedule as I was, but we were texting and messaging a lot. And he was like, man, I'm going out to the store today. And if they got them Ghostbusters, you want me to get you a set if they got an extra set? And I was like, oh, yeah. I got money, but I ain't going nowhere. So if you got them. And he messaged me. He's like, man, I just got us both a set, and I'm going to drop them off on your porch. So if you hear anything, it's me, and he
see a dude out
off,
there with gloves.
So early in the pandemic that I heard something rummaging around outside, so I opened the door, and he was backed away from the porch. He's like, I brought them for you, man,
Yeah, he's like,
and it was so cool because it's like, well, that was a nice friend thing, man.
That's
MK Amberger,
solid dude. Yeah, done trades with him, solid dude. Yeah,
great guy, and just getting those during such a time where it was like everything was so shut off and disconnected, and it was like the original, like the card art on it is so original to what the ones we had when we was a kid. It was
and
crazy.
See, I think even the ones you got. So does that say who you're going to call at the top?
Yeah, mine are the ones that still say who you're going to call.
And then they were like, we're about to get, we got to take it off.
They got in trouble, I guess, for saying that.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck, it's a go. You're going to call the fucking Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah. Don't call them. Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fucking call them.
But yeah, that was a cool time, man. Yeah. And so that's one thing to say. We could say small note on toy collecting is it embraced and carried through a real what we thought was and could still be a real hard time in our history in the modern times.
And it gave people, I mean, yeah, man, the pandemic. I mean, I remember sitting at home, being sent home during the pandemic, and maybe it was this place called House of Mystery that sells toys and stuff, and they got that Halloween 3 set that was coming out, and I like pre-ordered the shit out of it, and it like came in.
That's a cool ass set,
dude. I was so fucking stoked about it, and like, cause I was like, I'm home, I'm not spending money on food at work. There's no gas.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, dude, $50, I want it. And then like, scalpers hit again, and that toy was going for $90. And this is just the thing I've noticed with a lot of this stuff, man. It's like Casey Jones, for instance. That motherfucker drops. People are paying $150 for it because their store only got 2. But 4 months later,
and the scalpers got both of them.
Yeah, they got them both, and you're paying that much. 4 months later, there's 4 boxes of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, why weren't there 4
Now they're
boxes?
$110.
Yeah, now they're $110. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I wish the release would hit hard.
Yeah. And that's, and not to get into a news segment, but from what I gather out west, they're having a shortage of dock workers. For the people to take it off of the shipping parcels.
Boats are waiting, yeah.
And then there's also on land, less people to haul them with semi trucks and stuff. So we're having that. It's not a big wave come across. It's sort of sporadic, and that's why. And that's been an interesting thing with the pandemic. It's been pretty cool, and it's weird what it's done economically. To especially what we're talking about, toy collecting. I don't know what it has done for lamps or Windex or
I'm sure it's done stuff for like people collect dishes or anywhere and shit. Anything that was coming out.
Now with Walmart's doing the records and stuff that they're doing the Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction on brown with gold. Walmart's now doing that stuff with records and things. So it's probably affected most.
4-pack of foot soldiers for $75.
Now we do love those foot soldiers packs.
Yeah, I want that new multicolored one. It's nice, man. 75's hard to spend on. They're small though.
Yeah, but man,
if it comes out, I'll buy it. But that's a hell of a set.
Got me
all the colors
tore up most of the time.
Yeah, and that's the thing I like. I was like, oh man, I'm just gonna get rid of doubles. But then you get so many of something, you're like, who's gonna find fucking 12 Jawas?
I admire on the internet, Instagram, and whatever Facebook toy groups, and just sometimes simply Googling toy collect. I'll Google toy collectors or toy collection and see what. Because I like the way people. I honestly love the way certain people, like I lay all my stuff out in a certain way. You lay all your stuff, and there's some people they'll have a picture. It'll just be on Google, and it's like, why would you collect that many of that stupid figure? But it's like, it looks awesome when you got 600 of them on a whole wall.
Or those, is it DTOF or shelves or whatever they make?
Oh yeah.
And they get those, and it's just fucking wall to wall fucking foot soldiers. That's awesome. I love that. But that's the thing, foot soldiers. There was tons. It's accurate to what the shit was.
Yeah. But then sometimes people collect this obscure character.
What's Michael Blair get on? What's his?
Yeah, the Sewer Samurai Leo.
And he's got
Michael Blair. Shout out to the King asshole.
Our very own Chris Farley.
No, we love him.
Yeah, he's the best. But
he collects the Sewer Samurai Leo. He's got. He said it just the other day when he was in my own car.
Was it 23?
Yeah, it was a bunch. It was more than you'd think for. And that's not necessarily an army builder because Leo is the way I look at it from a Magic the Gathering stance point. Is like, when somebody is a singular character, there's never more than one of them. Yeah. If somebody's more of a bland vanilla character, it's like there could be any number of them. So it's. That's his thing, and I'm glad he does it. And it's not me. I've gave him several because I've got them in shoe boxes full of toys.
I got one on his shelf. I know for sure.
Yeah, but he also hooks me up with the metalheads. So
whenever
he gets a metalhead, he's like, "Hey, man, I got a couple metalheads," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's what I need."
Yeah, he's looking for the goods.
He's a nice guy.
So we got the toy group. So Appalachian Toy Collectors. Find it on Facebook. Our toy meetup that we did was pretty awesome. I think Todd still got shirts, so if anybody wants those. We also made stickers for the toy group. There's a few left. People want to hit us up, I'll send them to them. recent pickups.
And they're nice stickers. Also.
Dude, Sticker Mule.
I got one on my car, man. I got another one that I don't know what to put on yet, but I'm excited to put it on something.
Yeah, they're sweet. It's a weird shape. It's
damn fine sticker.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sticker Mule. Wait on those emails that say deal.
Yeah.
I only take deals. So you got your pickups. What'd you get? You've scored a bunch.
Yeah, got some recent pickups. I don't even want to tell mine because you got the big TMNT box, man.
Man, it's stupid.
It's just unreal. Tell us about that, man.
Man,
I was trying. This was
weird.
such a good pickup that I was trying to literally buy the box that they came in, none of the contents, just the box they came in, and he wouldn't sell it.
Yeah,
so that tells you how good the contents were.
It was
he
good.
Wouldn't sell the box it came in.
Man,
so tell us all about it.
So
you got it? What was in it?
I get this mystery call that there's this box. Don't get inside
Love
it.
a good mystery.
Yeah. Get a mystery call, and so I find out there's this big lot of TMNT, and I like digging through. All of us, like, if you collect toys, you love accessories. You want to find what you need.
I love finding good accessories.
Dude, yeah. Like, I almost completed, like, what was it the other day? They just redid it for Super 7. Not Super 7. NECA did it, and Chrome Dome. I almost completed a Chrome Dome, and I just had him from a kid, but found the accessories, and I was like, oh, damn, it's like a little bit closer. So that was cool, but so I get this big box, and I'm digging through it right before I buy it, man, and my friend Nick was like, man, this...
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah, Nick's cool. Yeah,
nice
Nick
guy.
rules.
Nicest guy.
Loves toys. He's collecting... He's trying to catch up on metalheads. I told him it'll never happen.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying so hard. I was like, man, just keep going, So what'll happen is you can collect something of Power Rangers or something, and he'll be like, damn, I got to get all those.
That's when we swap the
you swap out. Yeah. But so the box comes, man. I go pick up this box, and I think the date on that box is like, it's an 89 or a 90 bucks, and it's comic book style.
Just tell them about the box, Mike. It's so nice.
Dude.
The shit is made out of real wood. With metal trim.
Yeah, the only nicer...
It's so nice.
The only nicer one's that He-Man fucking display with you can sit on that opened up. I wish I had that. But this one, so it's the old school box for TMNT, and it was full of accessories.
Made out of real wood, too.
Real wood, and I don't know, would that be fucking wallpaper? I mean, it's like TMNT...
It's some sort of
postered
epoxy.
Art.
Yeah, I don't know the compound makeup of it, but it's some sort of actual plywood
and then art.
It's got art plastered on the whole outside, full color. It's super nice.
Yeah.
And it's with some of the characters even like an alternate art.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sick as hell, man.
So like
the foot soldiers are like
that's the best
kind
looking
of off from what you know them to be, but super cool.
Yeah, it's like OG cartoon style. It's pretty cool. So the box, you open it up, and it's a giant fucking
box
bag.
Is also not for sale, he's told me.
Yeah, I posted it on our toy group, and I was like, it's not for sale, and everybody was like, man, how much you want for the box? Because that was the one thing I was like, I'll sell the doubles I have, but that box I gotta keep. And then Jim was like, you should sell that damn box. And I'm like, no, man. I'm going to die in that fucking box. Cut me up.
Cut him up.
Yeah, cut me up.
It's a nice box.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about the contents, man. Damn.
Full bag of accessories. Full fucking dollar store bag.
We love a thick bag.
Dude, wall to wall. Out of that bag, I completed accessories for fucking Murdude, Scratch, Bebop, Slash.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about we were digging through and being like, he needs this, this. And we were pulling it out. And they were all in there, man. So, like, that was awesome because for me, man, I don't know for you because, like, TMNT had so many fucking accessories.
Oh, yeah. What, TMT and G.I. Joe, ridiculous amount of accessories.
Like,
and that was
five
like one of the
apiece,
things that, and you can hear this on interviews. They're like, well, we knew to sell these, we need a bunch of accessories. It's like, well, you didn't. Those are great toys. Yeah. But accessories.
Like 5 accessories per figure sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Insane,
or more.
Man.
There's some with more,
Yeah, tons of I mean, a turtle come with like 6 weapons sometimes, So, like,
and a stand to put them on,
So we open it up, get in there. The first one I seen was the Murdude because I'd always wanted him because he looks like a damn cyborg or something. He's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's a very weird figure.
I had a couple guys.
Yeah, he's crazy. So I wanted him for sure, and I seen the Frankenstein, TMNT, and there was I can't remember. No, Mikey's the Invisible Man in that one. I'm pretty sure. But whoever is the mummy might be Raph. Who you got over there?
Raph.
Yeah, the mummy's
I don't
Raph.
have one now. I've had one past Raph.
Yeah, he's that.
That was glow in the dark too.
Yeah, he's sick. So I seen them and I was like, I gotta buy this motherfucker. So we buy the box and me and my friend are going through it, man.
Sucker for the Universal Monsters, man.
Yeah, dude. Anything that had monsters, I was like, oh damn, I gotta get it. Cause those go for a stupid amount, but no accessories for those fucking little asshole kid.
Yeah.
But so we get that going, and then comes along that like we're going through this, and there's a bunch of toys that I don't know because like, I mean, like for instance, I knew Vern from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Bern, Bern.
Yeah.
He worked at the news station and fucking apparently ate sandwiches.
There's some obscure
weird
toys
shit
in that, especially as you get later.
Yeah.
In the
toy line, yeah. It's about to die, and they're like, let's throw the guy who eats sandwich. I mean, one of the weapons is a sandwich tied to a stick, man. Like, and you get a typewriter.
Typewriter's nice.
Yeah, and dude, it's
that's
nice.
A nice accessory.
Yeah, it's a good accessory
Got all
to
the
have.
keys.
Yeah, you throw it at Raph, like. So like it came with that, but then my friend pulls out fucking Scratch, and he's
just a figure alone there. That's a lottery ticket hit, man.
Well, man, like I'd seen that figure, and I mean, fuck, I didn't know a lot about it, so like I was like, that's cool.
But you knew that it was the.
Yeah, I was like,
the bee's knees.
Well, he was like, this is rare, man. And I was like, really? How rare? Because,
man. It's the rarest.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah. So that and the fire hydrant dog guy, I can't think of his name.
He was the firefighter and the dog, yeah. Or was he a Mountie, actually? Was that what it was?
He might have been a Dalmatian.
Or no, there was a moose that was a Mountie.
Yeah, he's cool.
I had him.
Yeah, I like that guy. Well, I can't remember his name. I got his belt somewhere.
It might have been... Mountie Moose, I think.
It's something real simple.
Shit got cheesy.
Yeah, like Scratch is just Scratch, but pull him out, man, and like we're like look him up, and I had no idea that shit was that expensive.
Yeah,
and then we found all the accessories to him. So
wow,
all 4 accessories. I mean, because it was me. And
that's the equivalent of buying a dollar scratch off and hitting a $23,000 winner.
Dude, it was insane because I was like, he needs this because for TMNT you have to look up what the accessories were.
Yeah.
So we find it and we're like all looking for these little yellow
just now
things.
Putting out to where there's actually the book.
Yeah,
I know with other lines there'd been.
Yeah, it's like, who's doing that? Pixel Dan, maybe?
Pixel Dan doing it? Yeah. I know with G.I. Joe, there'd been several volumes from the same guy who just kept updating it and getting more in-depth. And other lines.
Did they did a G.I. Joe book?
Yeah. There's like
the Masters
3
one.
volumes. There's a Masters one. I think, was it Pixel Dan? I think might have been just put out a TMNT one.
Yeah, oh, man, I'd love to have it. And that's so helpful because, man, I can honestly say that, like, having the Masters book is awesome because I can look at it and find out what I need it. TMNT is so hard.
Yeah.
So I went to the internet and, it was like, yellow fish, weird yellow gun, bag of money. And there's like one other little weird like creature looking, because they would always put like a little animal or fucking booger looking, they're real weird.
Just random with them, yeah.
And they were all in there, man. And I guess I've never got any fucking thing graded.
You're a lucky asshole.
Oh, dude, if somebody was like, I got a Scare Glow on card, an OG, that would, like, to me, even though that Scratch is worth more, a He-Man on card would suffice. An OG He-Man on card.
That's a straight up trade waiting to happen out there for all you folks in radio.
Yeah. Mint fucking card.
If you want a complete Scratch in good shape and you got some old school Motu stuff, Mike's your man.
Oh, dude,
and he's easily accessible.
Yeah, you can come find me.
Despite what people may think.
Yeah, I'm around. I love toys. But I would trade for fucking He-Man hard. Yeah. I mean, that's my thing. Turtles I love because there's so much. It's so accessible. I can go to Walmart tonight and there's going to be the repressed Turtles. There might be some new 2-pack that's weird that's out. He-Man is so, like, hard to obtain. Like, even old stuff, man. It's expensive.
Even though, one thing I always thought was, I agree with you, that He-Man is a little bit more obscure to find. Yeah. But it's also the only thing that has its own sort of power con and stuff.
Yeah.
There's not necessarily, to my knowledge, a TMNT con.
Which is crazy.
I know there's some G.I. Joe specific
cons,
but they're not as, well, in recent years, not as pushed as hard. And obviously, we're not going to get like a Toxie or Spawn. You know, more
SpawnCon would fucking go crazy though.
Hey, I'll buy a ticket for
Dude.
SpawnCon.
Oh man, Prodigy plays like it would be intense. Yeah.
So I haven't had a good pickup like that recently. That one's that's a once in a lifetime, or maybe twice. That's about a twice in a lifetime.
I wasn't expecting it. I thought I was just going to pick, because I was like, I'm going to pick it up and go through, get the extras for the toy trade and have some shit to trade. But when I found that, I was like, oh man, like, what do you do?
Who finds a scratch?
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad because I was never looking for him.
Yeah.
You know?
He just fell in your lap.
Yeah.
There's a movie about that.
Yeah.
Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Angels in the outfield.
Mine's called Boy in His Scratch. The worst scratch of all.
I had a pretty good pickup. It's much more low-key, smaller dollar amount than what Mike was dealing with. But it was maybe a Saturday or Sunday. I was home, and my mom sent me a text. Shout out to my mom. She's a great lady.
Toy helper.
Thanks, Lisa. She sent me a text that said, hey, and there's this junk store down by my house, by the way. She was like, hey, I just went to that junk store down by your house. They've got a big old thing of Wrestlers and some other toys I thought you'd like, and they're all, $2 or $3, and some of them's $2 for $1 a piece if you want to go down there. And I don't remember what the exact circumstance was, but I was like, that day I couldn't make it for whatever. I wasn't working because I was home.
Yeah.
But just couldn't make it or whatever.
Ate at you all night.
So the next day it was like a Sunday or Monday, and I was like, well, I'm going to drive down there. I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah. And
I drove down there, and they had 3 or 4 big bins of toys, and a lot of it was junk. And they had a big old bunch of, I don't know what the fuck they are. It's those things, it's something to do with a Nintendo gaming something.
That you set them on it or something.
Right,
I see those.
There's like a Disney tie-in or something. There's a bunch of those, and they were $2 for $1, and I don't know shit about them. There might have been a gold mine in there. Those might be worth shit. I don't know.
I have no idea about those.
But yeah, it's above and beyond me. But also they had a whole big bin that said Wrestlers, which had been mostly cleared out. But in that bin was a Mattel Elite Brock Lesnar in great shape with a WCW championship belt on him. And those belts go for $8, $10, $12 a piece.
That rules.
On their own, and for whatever reason, it's on the Brock Lesnar toy, which I'm a wrestling guy. I seen that Brock Lesnar, I was like, hell, that's badass. It's got a WCW belt, championship belt on it for $3.
It's mine, yeah.
I'll take it because the Brock Lesnar is worth $3 to me, and the championship belt's worth more. I'll take that. And there's also the vintage A-Team Mr. T in there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, in great shape. And I was like, well, for $6.
Didn't you get a foot soldier?
Oh, yeah, that was in a separate bin, But just for the wrestling bin, I was like, well, for $6, those are mine, I'll take that. That's great. So I go on over a little bit, and there's just, like I said, the Disney video game. I don't know what the hell that's called, but there's...
Skylander,
Might be Skylanders, but
that's a game of it.
Where
yeah.
There's, different characters and things from other
different
licenses brought in. There's a bunch of those, and I'm sort of digging through them, just to make sure there ain't nothing cool in the bottom, and it's all that stuff, and it's above and beyond me, so I'm just skimming through, and down there's just a bunch of random toys from all generations. I see stuff that I see on the pegs in Walmart now, and I also see stuff on the pegs from when I was a kid. I dig me a TMNT foot soldier out there, OG Star Wars Chewbacca. Found a Ram Man with his hatchet
in his hand, right?
In his hand.
Damn.
I took a picture of it and posted it.
Yeah,
I can't remember what else.
Shit.
There was a couple other 2 or 3 little things in there, but that was the main guys. But I got all that for I think once I took all the figures up there, the guy said, "Well, your total's $750, but I'll take $7 for it." And I said, all right.
Yeah. Damn, that's a score.
And so we scored there. That was my biggest.
That's way more at going to a toy store,
Oh, yeah. I would have never.
$4, $5 a figure,
Just a good shape foot soldier I could have never got for less than 12 or 15.
Yeah. No,
and
never.
that was me going in knowing the guy Hey, I see you got a foot soldier, and then being like, oh, that's for you, 10 or 50. You know, I would have never got that good a deal in a toy store on eBay or anything. But
and they're harder to find.
And it was local. It was like, that was literally less than a mile from my house. And big shout out to my mom for saying
the
there's
toy
cool
tip.
toys nearby.
The toy tip.
Yeah, that was my good toy pickup lately. What was it? We was going to talk about a few cool toy lines that's been hitting and missing here lately. What do you got? I wrote down a couple here.
Let's see. I was going to talk about. Well, I guess the big one for me recently was. Well, shit, man. I got that Mattel Creations Scare Glow.
Ooh, that was nice. I didn't get one, dude. But I seen it. I seen people, not even their Mattel's pictures, but people I know locally posting their pictures. That shit was just because glow in the dark. They was just posting shit with that shit laying on their kitchen table with the lights off, and I was like, damn,
dude. I mean,
with a phone, it wasn't even like a photo shoot. It's just like cut the lights off with their cell phone, taking a picture, and I was like, I fucked up not buying one.
And the thing is, dude, so you open it. So, you know, it comes in. That's one of my favorite things about that nice Mattel shit is they put them in those cardboard boxes that have art. So, you know, you open it up and there's a big Scare Glow fucking drawing. And then you open the box and there's the figure. And you open it up. I think it might have like a little, it's not a latch, but like maybe a little Velcro. There's a frame around him. And there's a button. And if you open it just right, it hits the button. And there's a light in the left corner that just fucking starts flashing on him. And dude, and what's cool is, you know, any toys that came out like that, batteries died.
Oh, yeah.
They put a place in the bottom. You don't want to open this bitch? Put a new battery in.
Oh!
Yeah, put a new battery
Mattel.
in. Yeah, Mattel coming in, dude. Hard as shit. Dude, it's sick, man. It was awesome. So, like, I scored him.
That really is next level.
Yeah.
Not even playing. That's next fucking level.
And he had maybe 20 seconds in Revelations, and he's the best toy. Oh, you know? Like, I mean, that whole line's cool, but, like, that knocked it out of the park. So, Mattel Creations took...
Shout out to Mattel Creations.
Yeah, and they're cool, man. If something's fucked up, they usually try to fix it, you know?
Well, I've not bought anything personally off of them yet, so that's cool. That's cool.
They fix it. I got the 3 Street Sharks.
Well, when you're dealing with collectors, you got to be kind of on top of your shit, or you're going to get just killed online.
Oh, people are going to be mad. I mean, dude, if there's a dent in something, I can look over a box dent. That's the world.
Well, I opened half of my shit, so box dents. It sucks because I paid this price, but you know.
If something's missing, that's when I'm like bitching, because I'm like, dude, you did ship it on a fucking thing, you know, so it's going to get fucked with. But the Mattel Creations Street Sharks that came out.
Oh, that was a big topic online. I looked at the pictures, and I'm not as big a Street Sharks guy as you.
I was going to dip, dude. I said, fuck it. I wasn't going to buy it until...
Well, I remember you saying that you was like, I don't know. And I was the one that was like, man, it's 3 figures, and you're a big Street Sharks guy. Just bite the bullet and get them.
30 seconds in, dude, I hit that fucking button and like...
Well, where are you at now? Have they came in?
Oh, I've got them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, so I finally got them all.
What's the fucking readout?
They're huge. They're huge. But
are they bigger than Street Sharks?
No, there's no rubber. There's no fucking rubber, man. It is all hard plastic.
That's weird, because
I'm
removed from the situation. I only have the first.
That's the ones.
From the first wave.
I like them.
They're very rubbery.
The main thing, I love the rubber. That's why I love those toys, and that's why I collected them, because they were so fucking big. These are like prototype drawings of when they first started doing it. So like when they had ideas. So Ripster was like Riley or Ripley was his name, and like
weak.
Yeah, weak as shit. And he's like a football player or something, you know. So they made him like real Ripster, weird.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He was the rollerblade guy, right?
No, that's Streaks.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Streaks.
Okay, sorry.
Ripster's the blue and main dude kind of guy.
The cowboy boots and black jeans.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, okay,
that's him. So
right.
he's that
he's
dude.
A badass. I remember that.
So that was their leading character.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got him, and then they did one for like Dr. Paradigm, but I guess he was originally going to be called like what is the name for that weird thing? Like it's not even, you know, because let's see here. So they did 2. So they did 2 more figures, and they're both villains. And
one was a clamshell type.
Clamando.
Clamando.
No,
Nice. Yeah, okay, I feel that.
Yeah, and he's being
From a
made.
90s
Yeah.
point of view, I can feel
Yeah.
Clamando.
So he's doing okay. Like his is real cool because his guns are fucking huge and they're like multicolored. They're real nice. But there's that dude who did the Toxic Crusaders dinosaur, the independent creator. I can't think of his name.
It's escaping me, but
He's really good. But he's making his own version of that Clamando figure, and it looks
good.
Dude, it's
good.
It's kind of blowing some shit out of the water.
Yeah.
But the other one's like a Dr. Paradigm figure, but his name, which I'll look up right now, because it's, he wasn't in the actual show. It's just a pre-drawing. But Street Sharks Mattel Creations, it wasn't bad. A little pricey, $75 a figure, when Scareglow was only $35. And the box lights up, and it's bad as fuck.
Outside of looking in, the Mattel Creations was...
Yeah.
It's some of that when they
man.
When they do anything, I feel like, man, it's my first look at it. I'm always a lot of times I'm like, man, that's pricey.
Yeah, it was my first fuck it purchase,
And also too, I'm the kind of guy that's like, man, that's something I've wanted my whole life. I don't care what price tag they got on it. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So it's.
Carcass. Is that what you say? Karkass.
I would say Carcass, yeah.
And it's like Dr. Paradigm.
Spelled similar to that or the same?
Yeah, they just gave him like fish hands.
Well, that looks like a big box to a small figure just from what you've showed me here.
Yeah. And yes. For instance, it looks cool. That's like, him, Ripster in the box. But it folds out.
Also, that big box with that logo on it, it's a selling point too.
Well,
I love that logo.
Yeah. Well, dude, like everybody that was doing this shit, like Ed's Retro Geek Out, he got a surprise box in the mail. And there was 3 of them in it. But, dude, he got the one that like all 3 figures come in a big fucking treasure chest. So I immediately messaged after I bought them all and was like, does mine come in a treasure chest? And they were like, they're shipped individually. And I was like, you fuckers, like, I want it. The treasure.
Retro Greek Out probably gets a special treatment. He's wildly popular on YouTube.
Oh, he's loaded. And I think he's from Canada, maybe.
Yeah, I always thought he was Canadian or maybe somewhere in England somewhere.
And he's getting wild shit. Because he goes to places that's like tons of foreign toys.
I enjoy his videos, man, and he seems like a nice guy.
He'd be a dude we'd hang out with.
Yeah.
Shout out to that dude.
It's Retro Greek Out. If you ever want to come to Eastern Kentucky, we got you.
Yeah, and tons of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Over everything.
We'll teach you how to speak hillbilly.
Yeah.
And if you drink,
you're
good.
Going to have a hard time.
We're going to have a good time.
Boy. We'll take care of you. But yeah, so that was cool. So Mattel Creations, that was my biggest lately. And
so it's one of those things. It's like, oh man, I spent a lot of money, but then, oh yeah.
Well, it was one of those.
It's about half and half. Where
I justified it.
Where you falling?
50% on the toy quality.
Oh, okay.
Because if there was rubber, I'd bump it up to 100.
Okay. So Mattel, if you want better ratings. You just give us more rubber.
But here's where it comes in. I bump it to a 75 because it folds out and it tells the story of them making it, and it's got the original artist drawings of them on it. So in my mind, I
like that.
Yeah, because I'd love to make toys. If I was ever making toys, I'd want to see that while I was making toys. So
as an artist, if I was making toys, and then hindsight, years down the road, there's like, we want to make this one, and we were going to take your original sketches from that.
It's pretty dope.
That would hit some nostalgia.
Yeah.
But it also hit the why are you going to take my sketches, man?
Yeah. Don't take my sketches.
But I get that.
But 75, cool. I think they should have been 50. They're bigger than Scareglow, but they're not.
Yeah.
If there was rubber. I'm not dissing. Rubber, they kick ass 90% of the time on any of this new Masters creation shit. It's
so you're a little bit more in line with that stuff than I am.
It's because I work on a computer, so it's like constantly hitting my eyes.
Yeah,
I'm targeted ad boy. Yeah. It's like, this is coming back.
So one of the lines I've been crazy spending a bunch of money on, even though they're the company in question's really spreading it out and hoodooing me, as I don't know if that's a proper term, but they've been sort of pulling the rug out from under me, back and forth on it, and but they've delivered some as Super 7. Thundercats Ultimates,
dude.
man. I've been dropping some change, and I guess we'll say pre-ordering some change. I've got a lot of money invested in on them yet, not got a whole lot of return, which I won't hold it against the company. They've been somewhat quarterly transparent on the situation, and sending me some or all of a line, or sending me part of a line, or telling me that a line's not going to be here for another year and X amount of change. But man, I've got during the pandemic, I got the first wave from Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats. Man, damn fine figures, dude.
How many's in the first line?
They're four in each wave, man. So I got the first wave, and they're based off of Mattel. I don't know if it's Mattel Creations or what, but Mattel had some. I think it was Mattel. I'm pretty sure
that made Thundercats originally.
They had that. They had this first four of them.
Oh.
And it was something, you know, and they did a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive of Wile E. Kit and Wile E. Cat, and then the line disappeared.
Gone.
Just in the dark of the night, man. They cut it, right? And it was this Four Horsemen studio. You know,
yeah, the badasses.
That was who was sculpting all this stuff, and they was like, man, no, we got the whole.
We're ready.
From what I read online, they was like, no, we got the whole, or I don't know if they had the whole thing done, but they had the whole plan for the whole.
Yeah.
And then I guess, I don't know if it was financial or seasonal. I don't know what happened, but it didn't go, right?
Yeah.
It didn't go. And then Super 7 somehow was involved in that, or come in, swooped in, knew somebody, whatever.
Maybe doing the master stuff, kind of had a connection.
Well, they obviously done the Motu Masters Ultimate stuff, and that shit was
top notch.
Yeah.
I wish I had more.
Daggone, man. I loved that stuff. And it was one of those things where it's like, I love Masters, but I wasn't there with that.
Yeah.
But when they said, oh, yeah, we're doing the Thundercats, I was like, okay, here's my money. Sign me up. I'm ready. Let's go. And so what they did the first line was that same line they done for, I'm pretty sure it's Mattel. They done that first line. So the first four figures of the Super 7 was like the same molds as that. Plus I think they maybe upgrade a little bit. Maybe a few more accessories, maybe a little bit upgrading on the tooling.
Yeah.
It was that plus a pinch. And it came out rather quickly. Second wave, we're 2021, towards the end of it, October 10, I think is what we said.
Waiting.
And it's still not here, but I've got some Wave 3 figures. And I'm stoked on those. I got Jaga and Slythe, man, and opted out on the Captain Cracker, which, sure, it's a damn fine figure, but the character itself didn't mean a lot to me, so I opted out on it, and Chitara got pushed back till next year sometime. But been loving that line, man. The articulation, the boxes, everything, man. It's like they are not paying me to say this, but those are damn fine figures, and they're making my childhood dreams come true, man. I'm loving that shit.
Oh, they knocked it out of the park.
Get more. Wave 4 has previewed, and I think they're waiting on Wave 2 to get here, and they're going to preview 5.
Hell yeah.
I think that's cool, too. That to me,
yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool. They's like, we got all this shit ready, but we're not even going to tell you about 5 until you have 2 in your hands. We're not even going to tell you what's in 5. I think it's the math of it. So I've been fucking stoked on those, man. Those are great figures. The boxes are fine. The figures are, and I'm sitting here looking at them right now as I'm telling you this. They're
dope.
They're
nice. They're
Mike,
super nice.
Mike can tell you. He's
articulated.
He's not a huge Thundercats guy, but he can look at those and tell you those are
I wish I knew more, dude. Mumra's really cool.
Yeah, it's a damn fine figure.
I mean, and the articulation's crazy. That's a real chain on an accessory. You know,
that's a real chain there. And a lot of the ones that come with capes and things, they come with a cloth cape as well as like a vinyl cape that's more stationary. So that's damn fine figures. Super 7. Anytime you want to sponsor me, it's hillbillytoyman at Gmail. Just send a check or whatever kind of deal agreement you want to do.
Yeah.
Mike, tell us about another toy line you've been fooling with.
For the #1 toy podcast in the whole land.
Where's he at?
All right, we were getting back into Super 7.
Super 7 Thunder, or no,
TMNT?
TMNT Ultimates. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a couple, I got a couple. We're going
I
to talk
scored
about
the-
how nice they are.
I scored the foot. I got the foot.
Good one to get.
Yeah, I got him. I meant, and once again, cardboard packaging on the outside. I love it.
Me too.
Protection.
Yeah, well, it's like 3 layers of protection before you get to the figure.
Yeah.
And then the figure's strapped in and nice
Cardboard,
clamshell
plastic,
in and-
cardboard.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
it's nice.
so you scored. Who'd you get?
Well, I was able to trade through a friend, Mr. Michael Blair.
Oh, another
his
toy collector.
Instagram, what was it? MB Prime. What
So it
is
was
he
the
on
flannel man.
What's he on Instagram? What's his handle?
Let's see what he is
Let's
here.
hook him up.
Yeah, this is our dude.
Anyway.
He's always out searching. He's a younger guy, so he is at Walmart way more than us. I
No
think-
restrictions. Just
None.
Maybe like a cell phone bill and a car insurance or something.
So he just buys
Yeah, so
toys.
he's just out doing the damn thing.
I can't find him on here.
Oh, yeah. Well, Michael Blair Prime.
Flannel God Blair.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, yeah. Good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he actually traded me the Leo from the first set, and which I was sleeping on that, and he showed up with it and was like, "Man, this thing's cool, but I don't want it." And I got it out of the box, and I was like, "Well, that's one of the damn finest figures I've ever seen. So
Yeah.
if you're wanting to trade it, and I've got these Transformers you want, let's go ahead and solidify that." So later that night he left. I opened that box with that Leo Super 7 Ultimate in it I no sooner than got that out of the box, played with it, took a few pictures of it. I got on Big Bad and pre-ordered every other figure I wanted from the line. There's 3 coming up on 4 waves of that coming out, and it was pretty. Which obviously it all wasn't coming out at that one.
they're doing
time.
a scratch.
Yeah. So it obviously wasn't coming out at one time, but I hopped straight on Big Bad and was like, "These are shit."
45
I
a
need
pop,
the-
right?
Yeah, well, 45. There's some of them that's 55, and I don't know if that's due to more plastic when they came out during
Size.
the pandemic, because I know shit's went up. And but yeah, I straight got on there, and now I've actually at this point in time got a few. I've got Rocksteady and Metalhead came in the middle. I think they're wave 3. There's some wave 2 that came out, and I missed out on it, but they had some more available.
More
Big Bad,
pre-orders,
like a second wave of a wave, and I ordered Bebop and maybe a couple others.
I got Casey pre-ordered and their
Yeah.
Muckman.
Yeah, I've got those on there, and there's to my knowledge, those not out.
Fourth quarter of next year or
they're,
something.
they're not here for us normal individuals just yet.
But they're super nice. Super 7,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly can't say a bad thing about any other
I
stuff.
know there's flack on the internet, and I can see where some of it draws from, but I can't justify most of what most people on there hating on. I can see where it comes from. I really can.
Well, dude,
Super
their
7
pre-orders.
And Brian Flynn, man, the owner, I guess the main guy
who does the
of Super
videos
7,
and stuff.
He is out amongst the people doing the toy shows. He's on Instagram and Facebook sharing videos.
Stay at home con that they did. Yeah,
He's out there, and it's one of those things where, he's, from what I gather, the head guy. There's other people that work there that are in with the Instagram and Facebook and all the social media aspects. And it's one of those things. What I gather and what I feel, they're not hiding nothing from nobody. They are just they're just doing what they do, which is very much an artistic.
And they're doing
thing.
their music selection of stuff.
Oh,
is,
yeah,
dude, King Diamond Ultimate.
King Diamond Ultimate? Fuck, shit.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, all day.
I bought that shit.
Yeah, dude,
It ain't came in yet, but
yeah.
You bought me the, which is right behind
Was
you,
it?
the Motorhead reaction, all that
I mean,
shit,
their
man.
music taste is.
Yeah.
They did Rancid action
Yeah, they
figures.
did the Gorilla Biscuits.
That's hard. That's
figure
awesome.
Stuff. I don't think it's out yet, but,
that one, yeah, I'd love to have that.
Yeah, I mean.
So killer music taste right off the rip.
Yeah. Super 7, they're basically like a punk toy company.
Yeah.
Okay. And where I'm at with my dollars is I'm back
There
here
you
with
go.
2 thumbs up saying,
Yeah, make
go
it.
on. I'm gonna support you best I can throughout the whole goddamn thing. So
Yeah.
Super 7, the TMNT Ultimates are awesome. The newest wave, I think it's wave 5, is what they're
Was it
pushing right now. It's got Scratch and Slash, Surfer, Mikey,
and Duck?
Ace Duck,
Ace
and
Duck.
then there's the 5-pack of
The little ones you were talking about.
earlier I've had a few beverages.
The noise
So
sounds like
these guys. I've had a few beverages, so the name's escaping me. But yeah, the little robot, scary little
fuckers.
Yeah, scary little fuckers.
So they're making everything. They did Motu.
Yeah.
They're doing Toxie, and you've got 2 of the Toxies.
Yeah, I've got the 2 Toxies are out. I've pre-ordered the 3rd one, it was actually coming out first quarter next year, but they just moved it out to my birthday of this year, November 2021.
Oh yeah, I pre-ordered one of them.
Yeah, they just moved it up, so it's going to be here next month allegedly. It's glow in the dark, reactive to the sun, whatever that's called.
He looks wild.
And that's the if they did that whole 90s Kenner line,
if they ever did Swamp
Playmate,
Thing.
the whole 90s Playmates line, I'd be eating that up, but as far as I know, they're not doing that. But
Or
they did
Swamp
the
Thing.
original and the glow in the dark. Now they're doing I think it's called BioGlow. I can't remember the actual name.
Yeah, I think it is BioGlow.
But yeah, it's like he looks green to the naked eye, and if you get out in the sun, he gets red.
Yeah, he's real weird looking.
So I have that pre-ordered. It was scheduled for first quarter next year. It's coming out. What it says now on Big Bad is November of this year. So next month, man, that's gonna be.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, I love Toxic Avenger, Toxic Crusaders, all that. So.
And it's so hard to obtain, so it's cool to get a figure you can actually buy.
Yeah, because now the 2 that I have originally, when those pre-ordered, it was right as the pandemic was kicking off, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And I was like,
shit,
I don't have a job. I don't have no money. And then everything leveled out. I got unemployment for the first time in the history of the business I'm in. And so it got a little bit more cool, but I actually ended up buying those secondhand off a guy from northern Kentucky on eBay for a markup, but nothing egregious, nothing that was offensive.
No, yeah, I think those are killer.
Yeah, I got both of them off him. I was happy to support another Kentucky, and even though I know he made some money off of them, but no great lot. I'm gonna open them sometime. I'm wanting to do a YouTube unboxing of them.
No, yeah, those are sick.
They're sick ass figures, man. That original Toxie, man. That's one of my favorite toys of my childhood. So it's cool to have a 7 inch ish figure, ultimate figure of that figure.
Yeah, and I mean those were 45, I think.
Yeah.
Those are 45.
I mean, I paid a little bit more than that because I bought
retail,
secondhand them off eBay. But yeah, those pre-ordered for not a bad amount. I just time did not have the. Well, I had the fundage. I was just scared to
use
spend
it,
any fundage.
And then, I mean, that's back to like TMNT, man. Like we talked a little bit before we did this. It's like how Turtles is such a great world. It's a huge universe, really. They built a huge one, but like
they were also one of the first, in my recent knowledge, to bring someone in from something like Yosagi Yojimbo. Bringing in other licenses, and it's just somehow part of
that universe.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
And then Playmates,
I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew it when I was a kid, but didn't realize it was something else. But as I got older, I realized that was like a whole other comic book and world they just brought into that. That's cool, man.
Oh, they would kill it. But now it's like, so Playmates are doing these 2-packs that came out. There's the, I guess, Mikey. No, it's I think it's Mikey and Bebop and Rocksteady and Leonardo, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did those, right, and
those are sick. And I've been wanting to buy them, but I have not yet. I've actually held them in my hands in the store and put them back. I've heard that the ankle and wrist articulation was bad.
Yeah.
Did you get any of them?
I got them. I didn't open them.
Okay.
I was going to keep the.
I'm an opener.
I was going to keep the Bebop and Rocksteady because the Turtles' heads look. They're a little weird.
Yeah.
But Playmates, man, they're cheap. They're more easy for kids to get. They're not going to
Mhm.
sell Super 7 at Walmart. So it's
Yeah,
cool that
yeah,
these
yeah.
kids could get it. But they did that. They did the turtle van. The reproduction of the turtle van.
Looks sweet, too.
Dude, the art on it's top notch. So I got it, and then the brothers that came out. So that's that. And then NECA, Nika, which one, whatever, they are just pushing every
They're
turtle.
putting it out. They're putting movie and cartoon, so it's two separate lines with at the same time.
You have to pick up a second job to get them.
I imagine as a company, it's hard to put out two similar lines with two similar licenses, and then I can speak firsthand experience as a collector. It's a lot to put on somebody. Also, to mention that the Super 7 Ultimates and all they have going on is falling simultaneous.
Yeah.
That's
And they're not
putting
exclusives to stores, so it's like easier to obtain if you can
Yeah.
pre-order it then.
Yeah, so that's putting a strain on the collector.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
Really. I mean, you got some people that's because I'm sure there's people out there that are. I know me and you are just your average Joe that's, working our asses off and
We
making
find
more
it,
than
yeah.
probably what we should at times.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're out there in the trenches working our asses off and providing for families, this, that, and the other, paying our bills, and for us to collect toys, it's we really
It's that
got
hobby,
sort of put this money here, sell this, trade this, we
I
really
don't
gotta
need
make
this
it
anymore.
happen,
Yeah.
And so they're putting all this out at the same time. It makes you wonder, who's in cahoots with who. You get that feeling sometimes, but it's also like, just from a strategic standpoint as a company, it's like, why are you putting all this out at the same time? But your people that wants to buy it, it's like you can afford some of it, but wouldn't you rather have everyone buy every bit of it? And I'm not even trying to get into conspiracy theory here, but
Oh, dude, I had to sell stocks to keep up with this damn movie line. Like, just because if I didn't.
And the movie line's sick. I've been, we're sitting in the room, we're surrounded by it. I'm loving it, man. I've got multiple foot soldiers, all the brothers, this, that, and the other, these 2-packs, that 2-pack.
But now it's just getting
I've
crazy.
not been able to buy any of the I've not been able to buy any of the cartoon.
It's got
Nika
Muckman.
line. I do want the Muckman. I really want the Metalhead, because I'm a Metalhead.
He's nice.
Guy,
That's a good one. They go
those
all
are
out on
nice.
the cartoons.
And, some of them, though, the what was it? Target 2-packs. Right when those were hitting, I was seeing them a lot because I was still out and about a little bit more than I am now. And it was like, I want that. That's this price on eBay. It's going for this. And the only time I was really thinking about buying it was to resell it, which part of our thing here is death to scalpers. I wasn't trying to make $1 million off of it, but make a little bit.
Or trade for what you want.
Or I was down to buy it and trade it, but
you get stuck,
it's
man.
just all hitting at the same time, man. And it was like, I hate as a collector having to be like, I want this line, but I like this over here. It's
so you
kind of
have to pick your characters.
You got to pick and choose a lot. So it's been rough with that, and it's one of those things I like to think I don't know the inside, but it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, we want to do this, but we kind of want to do this. Oh, that license came up, because I know that
they're always looking
when
for
you're
a license.
making toys and running a company, there's all these other things because there's this whole business factor and the way licenses fall, and do they bid them off? Does people put in bids for them? What is the
who lost it for you to obtain it?
Who? Did Super 7 want the movie?
Who wanted it? Yeah, I couldn't imagine if they got the movie line.
Because there's a whole other backside to that your average Joe don't get.
But I think certain shit got oversaturated. I think that
Turtles right now is probably oversaturated.
I mean, dude,
but it's
the
also
shredders,
hot. Too,
yeah, it is hot.
It's also hot.
I mean, 3 shredders, same sculpt, different cover, different paint in the last year.
The other day, I heard that they were doing a whole other one with like a backdrop, like a nice background. So it's like,
oh man,
I bought the first one,
yeah,
the old purple boy, And they come
the
with the
OG.
stealth one.
Yeah, that was
Had the
cool
cool
because it was the
box.
mail away. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was that mail away
Yeah.
play off of that, and then it's like,
The Japanese 35th anniversary.
yeah. And then I was at Walmart the other day, and with some friends, and they were like, "Here's a new one." And I opened and I seen the box, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And I popped that little Velcro open, and I was like,
It's different.
"Yeah,
belt.
this is kind of like that second one I bought, but a little bit less black."
Yeah, it's got a spiky belt. Yeah, that was
It's
it,
like,
dude.
It's like, you know, because I love a super shredder, man.
Dude, they're so big. That's the biggest toy. Well, I mean, what's it? Yeah, he's bigger than Taka and
Yeah,
Razor.
there's a couple sitting behind me for
Yeah.
reference, man. They're damn fine figures. The one of them's pretty purple, and the other one's kind of black.
Yeah, they didn't
And then
put a
the
lot
other
of.
one's kind of in between. And then I heard there was another one with a backdrop. And
See,
it's
that
like,
makes me lose.
what? You know, it's cool,
Yeah,
but what?
it's too much.
It's hard to sell it to me.
It's hard, man, because, like, I
And
got
you know
in.
what Super 7's doing, just a strictly based off the toy line.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, that first shredder, we love it, don't we? But it's all crunched up and stupid looking with the weird eyebrows. Well, before long, they're going to be doing that purple super shredder. And when I get a Super 7 Ultimate of that, these movie
Oh, yeah.
ones are going to be, I hate to say it, but they might be a little lackluster.
Or trade it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I might not be as in favor of them, so maybe, yeah, they're trying to push some of the, I mean, and this
The
is
back stock,
this
maybe.
is speculation.
Yeah, all
It's
speculation.
speculation. I don't have any insider information. I'm not necessarily a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
At my center of my being. So, but you know, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Is do I want to spend $29.93 or whatever those super shredders right now, or do I want to skip two variations of
Yeah.
that and spend 40 something and get me a nice Super 7?
See, what bothers me,
Super
man,
Shredder.
is just about it. Like, for instance, Ultimate April comes out. Jen, my wife, was like, I know you want this. You need this toy for the collection. So she orders it for me. She gets me the one with the autograph, which was super fucking nice.
That's killer.
Dude, $90, you know? It comes with that raincoat that everybody lost their mind about.
We do like the rain.
Yeah, the raincoat. It's like everybody was like, she didn't wear it in the... I was like, but she did in the show. The raincoat's cool to me. I'm into that.
I'm down with the
I
raincoat.
love accessories, you know?
Raincoat is classic April.
Yeah, that's classic April. So you get this, and I'm pumped as shit. People are starting to get them in the mail. And I'm like, well, you know, I check her email, and it's like, we pushed it to August, late August. We don't have the autographs and the code in. Then I check September. We're going to push it. Then fucking October hits, and it's like, it's going to be a while. Now it's just like, you just got to be patient, which is fine.
We're in October.
Yeah, it's fine. It can come whenever. But the Danny Loot Crate has made me more mad about an action figure in my life than any other toy.
I'm going to say right now,
Yeah.
before you get into anything on it, I don't know the specifics of it, but I will say this. When they spoiled the Danny Loot Crate pictures,
Yeah.
I just started buying the NECA movie
Yeah.
line, and when they spoiled the Danny, I was like, oh, I got to get that. I love Danny,
Yeah.
man. And now
You see in these pictures.
I'm seeing them pictures, and I'm like, man, that's a sweet fucking figure. That head sculpt is,
He's just so little.
I mean, it's just awesome, man.
It's so
And-
sick.
Yeah, but now I seen it just the other day on Big Bad's like, oh, we got them loot crates in now. I guess we and this is me speculating.
That's shitty.
They bought a bunch of them
Yeah.
for them to resell.
And it could only be 2 per person, which to me, I'm like, I love Big Bad. All about it.
Big Bad, man.
But like,
Was it Wisconsin represented?
yeah.
You know.
but it was $50, you know, for the loot crate.
Yeah.
I
No,
ordered
they've got
2.
a higher.
Yeah.
From what I gathered the other night, looking
Yeah.
at it on my phone, there's a higher price.
$139,
And
I
that's,
think.
you know,
Yeah, that's fine.
I
You get a
I would
shirt.
say their price was a little higher now. I don't.
Yeah, it's so expensive. It's $139, and it was $50.
I know it's a box
Yeah.
of shit. That's
Yeah, it's a box of shit that's cool. But so I got my pre-orders in for 2 of them. All these people are getting them. I email Loot Crate. They tell me I'm fine. My orders are going to go out soon. Don't hear from them for a month. Message them, and they say that I can either have a full refund or I can wait till December, and they may be in then, and they'll send me 2. So at this fucking point, I've already waited 6 months on this toy. I don't care to wait till December, because maybe they'll work out some kinks in it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's fine with me. Just make sure I
get
get
it
them.
straightened out.
Yeah, I paid for it. Like, just make sure I get it. But I mean, I've I've got every single one except Spirit Splinter, and I'm not paying $400.
Yeah, that shit got pricey.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get a shitty
I've
Splinter.
seen the pictures online.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I want to get a shitty
Love
Splinter.
that part in the movie.
Yeah. I'm going to get a shitty one, man. I'm going to get some of that shitty spray paint. I'm going to put a brown paper bag in his hand, and I'm going to put spray paint around his mouth like he's been huffing. That's my Spirit Splinter.
If you don't do it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be jealous.
Dude, I think somebody'd be into it. My customized huff and paint Spirit Splinter. And I'll do a shredder. That's what I'll do.
Huff
Yeah.
and paint. The whole line.
The whole line. I do them all with paint around their mouth. Yeah, people be into it. So yeah, Turtles is back harder than ever.
Yeah, they're putting it out. Some say Max said, and I can kind of feel that they're oversaturating the market.
Yeah,
But
you
man,
can't.
if anybody out there is listening to this and they want to trade me one of those Dannies for a bunch of vintage toys,
Yeah,
hey man, I'm your guy.
yeah. I do, dude.
Because I'd love to put one on my shelf, but for that price point on the secondary market,
It's not a $139 figure.
no.
And
no.
the shirts. I mean, I've never wore construction worker green, and that's what the shirt is.
Yeah. Well, a lot of
You know.
people wore that color.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't never. I've never worked hard.
Yeah, well, I worked hard
Yeah.
a few times, but it's for my own personal gain, not
Yeah.
somebody else's.
Yeah, not for the state. But yeah, so those toys are coming out. Tons of
Yeah.
turtles, man, and like maybe.
And we love turtles.
Oh yeah, I'm all about it.
I'm a
but-
turtle guy. I'm a turtle boy.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's a great cartoon.
I'm literally sitting beside
Yeah.
maybe
A mound.
hundreds of dollars
Yeah.
of turtle toys.
Yeah,
literally
and
to my
tons.
right,
Yeah,
you know.
all and across the board, dude. Mirage, Playmates, NECA, Ultimates. Super
It's
7.
shit. Love the comics.
Oh, yeah.
Been reading The Last Ronin, loving it, man.
Oh, it's insane.
Loving that
Yeah.
shit.
And I
Can't wait. I wish. Hey, if Nico wants to take my money, make me some Last Ronin figures, baby.
or just take that fucking comic and make us a show.
Hey, I'll take me a Netflix original.
Dude,
any day
if
of the
that was a
week,
Netflix
baby.
original, that'd blow off the fucking chain.
And I don't even care if they do it
Yeah.
in a silly modern anime style.
And I can wholeheartedly say that is, if you are around our age, which I am 31, you're 34.
Well, I'll be 34.
You'll
next
be 34
month.
next month. Turtles was a big
Early
thing.
30s.
Yeah. But now, if you read this new Turtles comic book, it's adult.
Yeah. If you did, hey, anybody that's listening to this and you got any ear to whisper in or pull anywhere, if you make us a Last Ronin anime that looks sort of like the style of like Akira or something like that,
Oh, gosh.
you have a license to print money, and I say you go and do
Yeah.
it now.
I mean, dude.
Otherwise, you're selling yourself short, and
Yeah.
your bottom line's not going to look so good for 2022.
And there's
But if
so
you
many
do
people.
that,
Yeah.
we will buy it. We'll love it. Make figures of the comic and the
Oh, dude.
show, and we'll probably buy it, man.
There's money to be
That's
made.
what we need.
And it's sad. Like, it's a sad Turtles story.
Oh yeah, and
Like-
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not even. I know they're taking new people, old people, all this, and taking characters that are 30-something years old, man. Yeah,
You see people's
good characters
kids.
last a lifetime, man.
People
Take 'em,
that you
make 'em.
loved as characters now have kids, and their kids are in it. Like, oh, dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
crazy. So, like, Turtles.
Not to spoil
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I didn't tell you who their dad was. But it's
Or
me.
whose kids do it.
Yeah, it's me. But, yeah, read it. Go to Brian's Cavalier Comics. Shout
Cavalier
out.
Comics, Wise, Virginia, man.
That's home base for everybody's nerdy
We're buying
needs.
comics there for decades.
Yeah, that's where you go. If you want something, that's the spot. But yeah, so tons of Turtles coming out, tons of stuff. He-Man, wall to wall.
He-Man is hitting, but it's also missing.
Yeah, dude, it is. The new show.
It's like there's so much of a wave. There's
Yeah.
a TV show. There's another TV show.
yeah.
There. Oh man, but yeah, it's a little bit more your thing than mine. But I've been buying some, man. I'm
it's
liking it,
sickening.
man. The Origins line's killer.
Origins is the best line I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, I love
Yeah.
2000
They're doing
X.
it.
Yeah,
They're
but
doing it.
like, I mean, wholeheartedly, I can say I love my original Masters of the Universe figures. I am a person that grew up playing with, like, the bandy, crappy bands that broke. I've broke a million. These new ones, they pop off and pop right fucking back on. Your kid can play with them. Dude, me and my son play with them. Like, dude, these are made to be played with.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well, I got an OG tongue lasher over there on the shelf that when my son tries to grab that, I'm like, man, maybe
that band's gonna break.
he's still in good shape, man. It doesn't look like he's been out and played with much. Maybe just put him back there.
And in my mind, I just see that band snapping because they're so old, you know. But like the new ones,
where we're sitting now, my Origins Beastman's right out front. I love Beastman. He's sitting right there because if my son comes in to play with that thing, I'm like, yeah, bend that all to hell, man. Yeah. You probably ain't gonna break that, man. That's these new Origins figures are sick, man.
Yeah, they're great.
The articulation's killer. I had a little bit of beef with the Thundercat Battlecat, or Battlecat Panther molding.
Cheap.
I thought they could have gave us a little ankle wrist support there.
Oh yeah, you got just straight.
I thought they could have gave us a little something there for the price point, but you know, I'm seeing that Revelations Battle Cat out for what was the price point at $39.98 or something, right at $40. It's huge.
It's like a shoe.
But you know, and I'm wanting to buy one to put my Super 7 Ultimates Lino on.
Yeah, yeah, he's perfect.
And I want to see a cat ride a big cat. You know,
yeah, cat on cat
but,
action.
You know, it's I'll tell you the one thing that scared me away from buying that was the Origins Battle Cat. I'm afraid to get that thing out of there and it's all wonky bending.
He's a little better.
Yeah, I know you got one. Yeah,
he's a little better.
Yeah,
I would say.
I probably will end up getting one. It's just one of those things. I'm waiting to be in a Walmart or wherever, you know, and have the extra cash on hand.
That box is too big to get shipped.
Yeah, because that's, you know, it's one of those things. I can spare an extra 9 something to 12 something. You know, when I'm in Walmart toy shopping or shopping with the family and you know just check out the toy aisle. You know, if there's a $9 to $12 something that I kind of want, that's not too big of a stretch. You know, I want to say, but when it's $39 something, knocking on $40, it's like. Put back the trash bags in the dishwashing. You know,
yeah, we're not shitting this week on paper.
Know, but no, probably the next time that I'm in a Walmart locally and I have extra that about around that much.
I feel like it's also going to drop because there's so many.
Yeah, that's one thing, man. The Origins line has got me feeling scarce on a He-Man line. That Revelation stuff has hit, and it's laying around, and not in a huge quantity, but it's
like one case of store and stuff.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I'm seeing it, you know, because you know, as toy collectors, wherever we're at, we're
seeing
looking,
pictures and stuff. Yeah,
I've been all around our little area recently, and it's wherever I go, I'm seeing.
That one,
I'm seeing that stuff, that Scale of God and stuff.
Scale of God's pretty sick. His head's nice. Small, but he's pretty sick.
Well, last week I seen the I don't know the exact name, but the more kids animated.
The new one, the CGI one.
The He-Man Skeletor, and there might be another character. I seen that on the shelf, and it's like I looked at it and said, "Man, that's cool. I don't want it, but that's." I'm glad we're seeing it
like
around, you know.
I'll buy it for Solomon.
Yeah,
I'll buy it for Little Man, but I wouldn't want it. Like, I watched 2 episodes with him. He was into it. That was cool. But Revelations was... People bitched. Top notch. Such a good show. And that Mossman figure, because I've got them pre-ordered, and they're in my loot crate, but... I mean, not loot crate, pile of loot. But, like, sometimes I do want to just build it up. You know, I'm like, dude, I've got so much shit pre-ordered. It's like, why not just let... 10 items get here before I pay.
Yeah.
So I've done that, but I got an extra Mossman to open, and he is top notch.
That figure looks sick.
He's not flocked, but you know, maybe one day if they do.
I've yet to buy anything from that line, and I have unfortunately, not watched the show yet.
You'll find a good time.
I'm behind. I want to check it out though, and I've heard good.
Yeah,
stuff.
all you seen was either people being like "fuck yeah" or "this is the worst thing."
Yeah, I've heard "fuck yeah" or "fuck no."
Yeah, so
you know, but the toy line looks cool, man. I said, I've ran into that Battle Cat, and I've been like, That's a slick ass toy, but I don't got $40 extra as I'm grocery shopping.
Well, now they're doing like, Masters of the Universe cookie jar, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, man, $80, $40 for what's it called, a Stein or something like that. Like that's cool, but I'm like, man, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna pay $40 for. That's towards a King Randor.
Yeah.
You know,
that's we're in a weird spot where I'm seeing that more and more. Well, actually, tonight I'm drinking out of this very nice Super 7 drive-through drinkware Storm Shadow
glass,
and it's a nice glass. I think I want to say I paid $12 to $15 for this really nice glass, which it's one of those things. It's like, oh, you collect G.I. Joe and you've had a beer before?
Yeah.
Buy this glass. And it's like, oh yeah, here I am, hook, line, and sinker, and it is a nice glass. I'm drinking it, but I feel like in 4 or 5 years, all that nice Storm Shadow stuff on it's going to be wore off, and I'm just stuck here with a what was probably a 47
empty glass. Yeah.
Little Gary Stewart, little empty glass, which is cool. And next time I'm out with a little extra cash in my pocket and I see that Megatron glass that they made in the same line, I might get it.
Yeah.
Because it's cool.
I paid $30 for 4 Master shot glasses.
Yeah, and we drank some of them for your birthday. It was nice. Yeah,
that was cool.
That was the bamboo.
That company, dude, doing tiki style looking things.
Tiki bamboo stuff. Yeah,
they're cool. You know?
I drank a little Jägermeister out of the Beast Man there.
And that's the thing, man. If you find something you like a coffee cup with my favorite character on it, it's like, I support this shit, so I'm gonna get Orko on a fucking coffee mug, Like,
hey, all you people out there that's selling things to people, you should be making coffee mugs with all these classic characters on them, because us old people like coffee. And we like coffee mugs with cool shit on it.
Yeah, good handle.
Word to the wise.
Yeah, I want it to be microwave safe, dishwasher safe. I don't want to have to fucking
clean it. And I don't want the damn logo wiping off on it in 3 to 6 months.
And don't put that nasty paper tag on the bottom that I'm going to wash.
Don't put a sticker on it, man. Just put a nice little recyclable cardboard box and say, this is all your shit you always loved your whole life. Buy it on a coffee mug, and we'll be like, well, hell. Yeah. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Let's buy it.
And that's a tip I would say.
With this glass I'm drinking out of right now.
That's a tip I would say to people, though, especially people that own stores, people that own these action figure companies that are doing stuff. Like, when stores get that shit, don't put these big stickers that leave goo on the box.
We hate the sticky stickers.
Dude, I don't want goo on my box. I don't want that shit.
We have access to the goo gone, but it's really bad for everything.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's like, don't
Even
do
though
it.
It's a miracle drug.
Or just put it on the bottom of the box.
Ooh.
Like, that's fine. Like, nobody's going to see this displayed on the bottom.
There's ideas in these streets.
Yeah, because, man, I don't know how many times I've bought figures that, like, I'm like, hell yeah. And then it's like a big orange tag that says that.
So, for y'all that can't see us, because this is a podcast, Mike's sitting right in front of my carded wall.
Yeah.
And there's several figures that I've bought vintage, secondhand, many years later, after the fact of them being on retail shelves. And there is not only the original retail sticker from a Walmart, Kmart, Magic Mart, or whatever, but then there's a secondary retailer sticker on the same ones. And it's like, I've kind of got them off there, but then they're not off there, but then there's a little gooey bit, but then they've been on my wall for a while, so there's like dust.
Yeah, if it's like an OG Maloney's
sticky
sticker.
Stuff on collectibles, man. Nothing. I mean, hang a little tag off with a safety pin. I know when you're out at junk stores, they have a little yarn string where they insert it into something and then pull it back through where it's just hanging on it.
Yeah.
It's way better for everything, easier. Man. If you don't put sticky stuff on collectibles.
Yeah, don't goo it up.
That's a word to the wise.
Stop the goo.
And the people in wise.
Yeah, Ivan Ooze putting the goos. So, yeah, don't put sticky stuff. Let's see what else we got here. We got a little bit of a lineup.
We're about towards the end of the program. Looks like we got a few more little notes here. We do want to plug our next episode, which will be coming out around about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say 2 weeks from now.
We're trying to do this bi-monthly, so every couple weeks. me and Mike's going to get together, sometimes with or without a special guest. We do want to talk about our friend Bad Man Wilson.
He's pretty bad.
He's one of the worst there ever was.
Pretty
Unfortunately,
bad.
he's not here tonight, not because it's football season, but because he is on the west coast of the United States of America visiting his sweet little brother, Chase Blake, who...
It's a cowboy now.
He's somewhat of a cowboy. He's up and down the west coast there working for various people of questionable
Cowboy
ethics.
abilities. yeah.
But yeah, he's doing the damn thing, and Will Joe, Badman Wilson there, he's out there visiting, and
He'll be with
the
us
damn
too.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
They're out there checking out monuments. They're seeing the Mount Rushmore, the Crazy Horse Monument. They're out there in the middle of the desert, eating peyote and smoking it and looking at cacti and things, and they're doing the damn thing, driving through the desert, having a great old time. We're jealous. We don't hate them for it, but we're jealous. We don't hate them for it. Did I mention we don't hate them for being out there having a good time out in the desert?
And he'll be with us one day.
Yeah, one day he'll be in here doing this same damn thing with us, and he'll have all kinds of dumb...
Super knowledgeable.
Yeah, well... He's super.
Yeah, he's super.
Batman Wilson's super. We love him.
So he'll be coming.
He's going to be in here on some toy talk with us.
And we'll try to get other people that we know.
Yeah, we're going to have some other guests. And anybody that's just obviously your first time listening to us, this is our first episode. But we're going to get some other cool people on here talking about some stuff.
Hopefully some creators and, if we can get some people.
Creators. What's it called? Was merchants, store operators. What are they
merchants. Some... Vagabonds.
Yeah. But we're going to have some people in here that's done this shit for a living longer.
Yeah, maybe local store owners and
local
stuff.
Local store owners, other people we know that's collected for a real long time, and just people to look up to and have some insight on how the market's been, has been, will be, is currently, that type of stuff. Wilson's going to be on here, and he's got about the best laugh in entertainment today, and
killer collection of toys.
Yeah, he's got some cool shit, man.
Walls.
And we love him to death, and we hope we'll hear this while he's out on the road and on the planes and trains and automobiles of the country.
And we're gonna eventually, probably by the time the second one comes out, there'll be some type of social media, Instagram or whatever, and if you find this, you'll find that by then. So.
And we'll be doing a big old giveaway for some cool ass shit. Probably some shit that's on retail for way too much on the secondary market that we're going to give away for not much other than sharing our shit.
A cool giveaway to get the name out. We're going to pile some shit up that
and me and Mike, and between Wilson and whoever, we're gonna get some cool old shit too, and probably do like an Instagram and Facebook thing where if you share the stuff, you would be entered in to win some cool-ass stuff that you couldn't get for nothing otherwise. You know how that stuff works. We all be on the internet.
So we'll do a giveaway coming up. And, so this is the first one. We had fun doing it.
I had a damn blast doing it. And the next one's going to be fucking better.
Talking about toys, crying about women.
I ain't that a goddamn thing.
Yeah. So Toy Boys.
Toy Boys, that's us. We do want to thank you if you listen to this point.
Yeah,
you're
if you
a
made
goddamn
it.
saint, and you should be strung up somewhere by your feet.
Yeah, we should pay you.
Something.
Yeah, send us your PayPal. We owe you a little bit of money.
No, but seriously, thanks, man. This has been cool as hell, and I hope some people enjoy it. We're going to keep doing the goddamn thing, whether you listen this far or not.
Yeah.
So
it'll still be out there. And as always, not as always yet, but we can start saying that after this.
As always, of now.
As always, as of now. Reach out.
Yeah. Seriously, if you want to find me online, I'm at hillbillytoyman, and Mike is
Garbagepailtapes.
Yeah, that's how you can find us on the internet. And anything you listened to about this, hated it, loved it, whatever, we're going to be open ears to it. And we do want to thank you for listening. We'll get out of here. We've had too many beverages. It's too late at night. And this has been badass as fuck, man. Love y'all.
Love you. Don't let your rubber bands rot.
I'm not your toy boy. I'm not your podcast.